Morning, everyone. So, I would like to start by asking, is there anyone that doesn't love to travel here? Okay, so I can't see any hands up, and I believe we all love to travel. So the passion for my company, My Beautiful Africa, came about on a trip I made to Gambia in 2014. I was there for about a week, and it was one of the most life-transforming experiences for me. I preferred to stay at an apartment rather than a hotel, so it could give me time to walk around. And that was what I did, and it opened my eyes to the beauty of the landscapes we had in this continent. There was only one gap that I noticed. I needed to get back in touch with my office in Lagos, and it was one of the most difficult things to do in that trip. I couldn't get proper internet. The phone calls were very difficult, and that was when the light bulb moment came to me that technology was the missing gap for tourism and travel in Africa. And there and then I decided I was going to form a company. I was going to call it My Beautiful Africa, to pitch Africa to the world about its beauty. But then I was going to leverage technology to be the game changer for that company. And that was how My Beautiful Africa came about. So My Beautiful Africa is a travel technology company, and we aimed to be the premier one for Africa. Our point is to build a travel aggregator platform to transform the continent. I was on a trip to Kenya in November, and one of the most exciting experiences for me was taking pictures with some Maasai warriors. What it told me was the heritage and culture of Africa has to be passionately and seriously preserved. Those videos and the pictures I took were life-changing for me because it told me years and thousands of years of history that was captured in video and picture. And I felt technology is going to be a game changer if we could build a travel aggregator platform that would convince the millennials, the Gen Zs, and currently the beta to transform their lives by going on adventures across this continent where they live and seeing what their ancestors, the current population lives like, and have technology infused in these trips for them. So what we said is we're going to build a platform to revolutionize the way people plan, book, and experience their travels in Africa. The point for us was we approached an Indian company in Delhi and said, if we want a platform where people can book their flights, book their hotels, book their tour guides, book their travel agencies, is it possible? They said yes. And we carried out a survey, and 78% of the travelers we talked to said if they can have a singular platform where they could do all this without hopping from one app to another website to another platform, that it will help them take a decision faster about their travel plans. And so we said iSmart Africa can solve that problem for Africa. We see a lot of foreigners coming into places like East Africa for safaris and doing a lot of other things like wind sailing, abseiling, and so because the East Africans have understood that if they don't have natural resources like oil, then their landscapes and other of their wildlife could actually be tourism. How can then technology come into play? With our platform like iSmart Africa, someone can stay in New York, be on our platform, plan a whole 360-degree trip without leaving our platform, and all they have to do is get into their car or a taxi, get to the airport, fly to their destination, and then their trip is seamlessly already planned. What are the things they will get on this trip? So on our platform, you're going to find apps that could be like language translators for you. You can download it from our apps. You're going to find the mobility traction companies. So you book your taxis already from our apps. How are we going to be able to translate this into something meaningful for a traveler? To create a transformative travel aggregator platform that would leverage cutting-edge technology to make travel planning and booking efficient, convenient, and tailored to individual preferences. What are the problems we aim to solve? We're pretty conscious of the pain points of most travelers to Africa: fragmented information and lack of reliable resources, cumbersome process of booking flights, hotels, and tours, language barriers, and security data. On our platform, you're going to get information that is very concise. One of the visitors here mentioned something about walking in Lagos at night. On the platform, you're going to get concise information about, security companies that could offer you, safety with their services, and you'll be able to probably do business with them by downloading their apps or getting in touch with them. But what we would have done is provide that information for you on our platform. What we aim to be: a one-stop solution platform for seamless travel to Africa. There you find curated itineraries and extensive destination coverage, multilingual support with the kinds of apps we're going to feature there. And then you can compare prices, availability, and amenities across various providers. How do we aim to make money out of this? We just realized that we could actually have 3 different forms of revenue models. All the hotels, the tour guides, the travel companies, anytime anyone makes use of them on our platform, we'll make a commission of 15% average from them. And then we could also have hotels have their adverts on our platform and earn revenue through hotels. Then for premium services, those who want us to send concise information to them that will be of benefit for their trips, then we'll have a $5 subscription every year for them to subscribe to our platform. What are some of the market opportunities? We can see there's rising interest in experiential travel, increasing middle-class population who love to travel, untapped regions and attractions across Africa that hasn't been explored, increasing adoptions of smartphones and internet connectivity, and preference for online platforms for travel, planning, and booking. Market potential: we just aim to service about 0.003 of the consumer population of the 1.4 billion tourist visitors represented by the relevant target market has submitted by UNWTO. This is a small fraction that translates to about 42,000 customers annually for us, and we aim to serve that set of customers per year. Our TAM, which is our total available market globally, is $75,000. Our own serviceable available market for Africa here is $15,000 billion, and then we are targeting about 5 million market share for our own. Basically, we believe that in leveraging technology, we're going to solve a lot of problems for travelers to Africa, and our joy is to bring capital inflow into the continent through this solution that we're providing. We're basically asking for, these are some of our competitors globally, and they're majorly the ones that have the back-end infrastructure that can really serve what we're aiming to do. But in our own, how we're differentiating is we're only servicing the African continent, and our major market focus is for travelers who are traveling across Africa or coming into Africa outside of the continent. And we're asking for $100,000 to build the infrastructure with our partners in Delhi, in India. Thank you very much.